It's raining! Rain always puts me in a really good mood. So, fun fact. Hey guys, my name is Miranda and happy Tuesday. I know it's not a Monday once again, but I'm still here. It is raining in Arizona and this is definitely a delicacy. I absolutely adore rain and I hardly ever get to see rain. So now that I'm outside and I could look out and see the rain, it just makes me so happy. Today we are going to be doing the rainy day book tag in celebration, of course. So I'm going to be answering a series of questions that all are based on rain. So the first question is Rain, a book that made you cry. So of course I always have to turn to Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I cried so hard when I read this book. I cried so hard when I watched the movie. It is so good and wholesome. You need to read it if you haven't. It's such an easy read. I read it in under 24 hours, but it is so spanking good, let me just tell you. The second question is Puddle, and it is a book that took place in or around water. You guys shouldn't be surprised. Of course, Voyage of the Dawn Treader by C.S. Lewis. Are you kidding me? This is my favorite book ever in the world, so yeah. Number 3 is Umbrella, and it is a book that was thick and comforting. I have to say Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. I actually have a lot of connections with rain to this book. When my family went to California, it rained every single day, and that was when I read this book. So it always just takes me back to a simpler time. Just kidding, it's a pretty simple time now, but it took me back to my vacation with the rain and family and friends, and it just makes me so happy. Number 4 is a rainy day movie, and it is a book that turned into a movie that you like to watch on rainy days. Now here's the funny thing about this. I don't watch movies on rainy days. I just read more, but I will say, you guys are gonna get so mad at me, but Voyage of the Dawn Treader, once again! This movie is so good. Like, if you haven't seen the movie for this book, or if you haven't even read the book, like, you might want to do that because it's so good. I just absolutely love the adventure. Like, that's the main thing. I was about to rant once again about why I love this book, but no, every single video I almost rant about Voyage of the Dawn Treader. It's fine, I'm fine. Question number 5 is Coffee, a book that has a hot and steamy romance. Now let me say, I don't read romance on purpose. I never pick up a book because it's romance. Like, I just don't do that. But I did like the romance in The Infernal Devices, specifically Clockwork Princess, so I guess I'll say that for this one. I just love Tessa and Will. They're my one true pair. Question number 6 is Poncho, and it is a book that has a main character with an incredible best friend. I'm gonna say a pretty new book for this one. One that I just recently read, and it was just recently published, and that is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. Yes, this one has so many feelings in it. Like, you don't really get to know the best friend as much, but she is so freaking amazing, and all of the characters in this book have special connections with each other, and it's just very cool. The friendships in this book are so cool. I enjoyed it very much. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Question number 7 is Gutters, and it is a book that takes place in a grimy or dirty setting. I'm actually going to say Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo for this one, because I don't ever think that Ketterdam was ever described as dirty or grimy, but for some reason, whenever I read or whenever I think about this book, I always think that it was set in a super bustling, like super dirty place. I don't know why I think that. Whenever I think of the Ice Court, that's a different story because ice is clean. Sorry, I just love the sound of rain. Can you hear it? Anyways, yes, I've always thought of Ketterdam and the Grishaverse to be more littered and dirty. I don't know why, it's just in my head. The next question is Cuddles, a book that has out of this world animals in it. And I won't say Voyage of the Dawn Treader once again for this question. Instead, I will say another one of my favorite books, and that is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I feel like this book should be self-explanatory, so. And the last question is Sweet Treat, which is a book that has the sweetest ending. And of course, I have to say The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson for this one. This is such a good book. I read it towards the beginning of this year, I believe, and it made me happy. Just like the rain. Maybe not as much as the rain. Rain makes me really happy. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this. I love you all. Please be safe, make good choices, and I will see you next time. Yeah.